Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will not be your Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, we are playing a very special session of Jeff Talanian's very cool Astonishing Swordsmen and Sorcerers of Hyperborea. And taking us through this adventure will be Arlen Walker, who I'm going to throw the session over to right now.
Excellent. So, once again, we are in Xoth. We are in Xoth with some slightly different characters, though. We're in Xoth with some new Ash characters for a one-shot, rather than our traditional Pathfinder 2 characters that we play with on Tuesday evenings in general. But let's go through and have everybody, why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing. Flame, you want to introduce Isaac to us?
Yes, I'm Flame, and I'll be playing Isaac, the Deceiver. It's a pleasure to meet you all.
All right. Ethereal, why don't you introduce us Nor?
Yeah, he's a... how is that pronounced? A Yar Amon Nite Priest.
All right. Sean, you want to introduce Mulalak?
Yes.
Mulalak.
Mulalak. He is a Lamuran rune graver of Yacht. Oh, I forgot the last part. Yacht
Kamoth?
There you go. Yacht Kamoth. Yes. Very crazy god. And he is kind of a crazy looking. He's always got a wild look in his eyes. He's really ready to battle. And he has a long antelope horn on his back, and he has a bunch of weapons, and he just seems ready to go at any moment. Very, very excited to attack someone. That's that.
Cool. Carl, tell us about Akek.
Yep. Hello, I am Carl. I am playing Akek of Xothor, a cleric of Xothor, and he is also Yar Ammonite. It seems to be the most popular ethnic group this evening. And he is a standard cleric. He is shaved bald, as I would assume most clerics are going to be from this culture, since it's the Egyptian ortholog. And he has a phalanged mace and carries, oddly, a lasso. It looks like a rope, but it's a lasso.
And Kevin, Sigismund.
My friends, I trust I need no introduction, for my reputation is known in all the ports of all the cities, of all the nations of Xoth. My name is Sigismund, the greatest thief in the world. There was a time, my friends, when I had all the riches that men desire. Gold, jewels, riches, beasts, and a palace that a king would envy. All the carnal delights of this world were known to me, beautiful women and beautiful men. The sumptuous banquets and the finest wines. And then I was introduced to Lotus. That was 30 years ago. Soon after, the men left. And then the women left. And with them my riches. The servants who had once called me master cast me into the streets. A wretch with nary 2 coppers to his name. Now, my friends are all dead. My riches a forgotten dream. My body fat and broken. My mind ever slipping towards twilight. But before I go, this world will once again know my name. I am Sigismund, the shadow of Susra, the ghost of Gazur, the blade of Belthar. I am Sigismund, the greatest thief in the world. And I'm played by Brian Blessed in the film version of my campaign.
Nice.
I like that. Glad I didn't have to follow that.
I know. I do went last.
Right.
Excellent stuff. So let me give you a little bit of background, a little bit of history of Xoth. So one of the things that has happened relatively recently is that the Pharaoh of Xoth not Pharaoh Xoth, the Pharaoh of Yar Aman, which is right in the middle, right here. Just basically a generation ago, 20, maybe 30 years ago, introduced the worship of Xother. Xother, which is a monotheistic deity, and in doing so declared that the other deities, the so-called beast god pantheon of Yar Aman, were demonic spirits or entities from other realms. Somehow they were no longer considered to be truly divine. One of the things that this has done is it has created in this area, the so-called Tomb Hills, a growing industry of, we might call it repossessing, we might call it tomb robbing from those places that were sacred to the beast gods that are no longer sacred to the worshippers of Xother. So we're going to start at a desert oasis. We are somewhere in the deserts of Yar Aman. Each of our characters is ready and able and has been introduced to us, and presumably you all have been traveling together for some time. Why do you think you are? Do you have a particular reason to be searching the tombs of the beast god worshippers, or are you just here for the money? And let's go around and have everybody talk about their characters' motivations. So, Flame, you want to start?
Okay, yeah. Isaac's motivation was, not sure if the god I put down is a beast god. He just seemed like the appropriate description for a beast god. But I'm just hearing this now, but since people are grave robbing what once was sacred tomb to Isaac, he's there to find the artifacts and preserve them in maybe a vault or something.
And Noir, what about you?
Pretty much the same thing. Make sure these people who have no respect for my gods don't destroy and defile their artifacts and antiquities.
All right. How about Mulalak?
Mulalak was sent by the priests or the clerics of Yat Kamoth. Wait, I feel like I keep saying that wrong. Yat Kamoth, to kind of infiltrate this new god and see if there are any riches I can grab or any way I can secretly defile the tombs, if that's where we are. Yeah. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm on a secret mission.
Nice. And Akek.
Yeah, I don't know how Akek would be hanging with beast god heretics, but
well, they probably haven't told you because it's like a crime to be a beast god worshiper at this point out in the open, because Xother is an aggressively monotheistic deity.
Right. So he is there to reclaim these grave goods for the glory of Xother.
And Sigismund?
I
assume
am here
you're
because
there
I
for
am
well.
the greatest thief in the world. Gods worship them, forget them. It means nothing. What means everything is the riches, and these seem to know much about such things. Some seem to worship them, some seem not to. All I know is that my name will be known for stealing from the graves of the gods themselves.
This is amazing. Oh, God.
My mind is not quite what it once was. I may not be picking up on social cues from those who are devotees of those gods. I also drink much.
Nice. So, yeah. So this is some time spent around the campfire at the Oasis, and you guys are about a day's journey away from the beginning of these hills that are just full.
Is someone blowing a kazoo?
Okay. These hills that are full of the tombs that were where buried were those who believed in the beast gods. So assuming that you guys want to press on, this is what you see.
Glory.
And this is a relatively new structure, then, right? Sorry. This is the beast gods, not Xoth.
This is the beast gods. This is a sort of temple tomb that's built into the side of this hill, where the followers of the beast gods were laid to rest.
I see.
And I would like everybody to roll me 1d6/r/roll 1d6, and we'll see who sees what happens. Okay. Isaac will be watching the horses with G for a little bit. So it looks like it's Mulalak who is paying the most attention, who sees that up on the heights, kind of surrounding this area, there's signs of habitation, and it turns out that you guys are not the first to come here. And coming down from the heights, there is a man, and he stands right here, and he shouts at you, "Go away! This tomb has the riches for our company, but not for yours."
Who are you?
Yeah.
Bold.
I point him out to the rest of the group, and I say, "Make us! I'm not afraid of you."
How many do they number?
Well, the number one right now, but he did say company, so more than likely there are more of them hiding. And he shouts back, "If it is bloodshed you want, it's blood you will have." And you see there are 4 more of them that stand up out of the rocks around you, and we're gonna get into combat.
All right. Yours, I think.
Bandits.
Knave.
All right. So, the way this works, at the beginning of every combat round, you have to declare what you would like to do in 2 phases. Ash has 2 phases of combat. So, as part of a melee action, you can also move half of your movement. This is abstracted movement, so I think 1 half move is enough to get close to these guys.
So we get the half move is sufficient. We did melee in the
half move is sufficient if you do melee.
Yeah.
You have as many attacks per round as your attack rate says, but it's pretty straightforward. You just declare what you want to do. So yeah, just like Sigismund, missile move, or melee move, or melee hold, or whatever, and then we roll for initiative. And I'm gonna roll in the chat because I think
so we're typing up what our plan is.
Yeah, type up what you want to do, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of old school style play where you declare, then you roll initiative and figure out whether your plans may be for not. Those of you who can cast spells, take care, because spell interruption is very much a thing in this.
Spell interruption is a big deal in this system.
So. Attack.
Ethereal, you
correct, but
I'm typing.
Yeah. All right. You should Mulalak. It should be hold melee or hold missile.
Oh, gotcha.
You have to specify which one.
I meant melee.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, you got the basic concept down.
There you go. Are our weapons out already, or do we assume, like, as part of our initiative, it's like a free draw of something? Or
yeah, I'm assuming you can grab your weapons as part of your whatever. If you need to switch weapons, that'll be a phase worth of action to stow one and grab something else.
How does two-handed and having a shield work? Like, do you stow a shield, or do you drop a shield and then go two-handed, or is like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, so if you have a weapon that is only two-handed, then your shield has to be stowed. If you have a weapon that's one or two-handed, then you could hypothetically have the shield in one hand and then drop it and go two-handed. All right, so I'm gonna have Mulalak roll us initiative.
Is that 1d6?
1d6 beat my 4.
No, I refuse.
Uh-oh.
Hey, less than fortuitous to start for us.
Less than
not
fortuitous start. Okay, so
Can I scream something before we go?
sure.
Get them, Isaac! Isaac! Isn't he watching the horses? Isn't Isaac watching the horses right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm calling. Get them, Isaac! They are yours! Isaac! Isaac!
Some sort of trance.
Uh-oh.
Our fellow seems to have flown already.
All right, so these guys are going to move in. They're going to move up there. I'm going to say that their half move gets them here to about here. And do. All right. Everybody who is on melee can move a half move. Do we have anybody on melee? We have hold attack. We have move attack. So we're going to do missile phase. So we did melee phase.
Nice.
Now we're doing missile phase. So Akek and Sigismund, both of you can make missile attacks.
Akek, you want to go first? Go,
Oh, Carl, you're...
Yeah, who's the guy who was talking?
This one right here.
Okay. All right. How far away are they? Are these like, what's the rate, the scale?
They're like 20 or 30 feet away.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going? Kevin, are you gonna go?
Oh, sorry. You go ahead. I got darts.
All right, I'm gonna lasso that guy.
All right.
Popping off. All right. So it doesn't do any damage, but he needs to make an avoidance save or become ensnared. Oh, is that a critical?
That's a nat 20. Hell yeah.
It's a
20.
critical.
Fuck yeah.
A critical, and he takes 1d3 strangulation, and I have him around the neck. I have him around the neck.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Why don't you roll me 1d3?
Okay. That's kind of, well, there you go.
Not bad.
Not a bad start.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see if I can follow that up or fuck it up.
3 points for that guy. Lasso to the neck. It's a 20-foot range, so he said 20 feet. So
Yeah.
20. So
20.
actually, I think then I'm at medium, so I got -2 to hit.
All right.
So let's see here.
So lasso.
I grabbed the last 2 darts that I own. Take this! Nope.
Oh,
And I'll follow
that
up
is
with
a
my
miss.
second. The first was to set range. Not 20.
Nice.
Nice.
So we roll 1d6 for the crit effect.
Boom. 5.
Ooh.
Is that double?
5. That is double damage.
A whopping 4.
A whopping 4 damage. So you get him pretty good,
Oh shit.
but he's
yeah.
not down. Oh, yeah.
I think you have to roll. I guess on his turn he'll have to make that avoidance save.
The one you lassoed?
Well, I guess on the crit, I guess I'll look it up. I think if I get a crit, since I have him around the neck, maybe he doesn't get the save. I will look it up.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we did missile. There's no magic. So we're on to the move phase. They already moved. So it is Mulalak is holding. Nor, do you want to move up to engage the enemy?
Sure.
All right. You want to move your token?
Where was
Right here.
the hell now is it? Okay, what? Oh.
This guy
Okay.
with the blue hat.
All I see is of everyone's names.
Scroll the thing down.
Does the token have sight?
I'm not using any type
dynamic
of
lighting, okay.
dynamic lighting. Or...
Yeah, all I see are white squares.
Move the screen up.
Okay, still not seeing anything but white squares.
Try reconnecting.
Yeah.
Here, I'll move you up and you can reconnect and we'll see. All right. Into the move phase, and now we're back around to melee. So they are going to move up into melee. Those two. Nora, what's your AC?
Okay, now it's showing.
Okay. What's your AC?
Let's see, that'd be. Let's see. It's 10 plus dex, which would be, well, defense, so 11.
It's descending.
Oh, sorry, descending. So
It's 70, so I think it starts at 9.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a hit. And
I mean, if it starts at 9, wouldn't that be 8 then?
Didn't you say -2?
No, if it's 1.
1, then yes, then 8. Are you're a priest?
Yeah.
all right, 4 points of damage to you, Nor.
And I'm down.
Guys, letting the clock.
No, sorry, no, I'm not down. Sorry.
So your
No,
intention is to make sure people
No,
don't
I'm not
play
down.
this again?
I'm down to 1, sorry.
That's
I found the rule, Arlen.
Uh-huh.
So if I roll a 20,
You
it gets
echo it.
if I roll a 20, you get no save, and it's 1d3 strangulation per round,
Nice.
unless they have a great helm. And then, so he's prone because he's got it around his neck. And then if it continues for 3 rounds, he's has to make a test of constitution or begin to become asphyxiated.
All right. Excellent. Excellent
I guess
stuff.
he can try an extraordinary feat of strength to break out, or cut it. Takes 1d4 rounds, but he's on the ground and being strangled. Yeah.
These two guys are going to move up to attack Mulalak, and this is the strangled one, so he is just pulling at the lasso around his throat, doing his best to avoid taking any further. That's not a hit. That's not a hit either.
What class is
Mulalak?
Mulalak?
He is a rune graver. I'm wearing scale mail, so I assume with a 0, with a 1. No, my dex doesn't improve at all. I think that I have a 7 armor class, but I'm not.
Yeah, I rolled terribly for both of them, so
Okay.
they definitely don't hit. All right. So now it is your turn for melee, Mulalak, as well as Noir, if you would like to melee attack.
Okay.
If you're still up.
Yeah, I'm down to 1.
Okay.
Okay.
I would like to attack with my great hammer.
All right.
Nice.
Is there any? There's no like attacks of opportunity or anything like that from having a. Is there?
Not from switching weapons or anything like that, just from moving out of the way.
Okay. No, that's not what I meant. I meant I had a great hammer that has a reach. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
Does the cuddle staff also have reach?
I'm gonna attack with my great hammer.
Yeah. Why don't you attack with a great hammer?
Okay.
Ooh,
Well,
that's not good.
Not did anything.
Hey.
And that's my turn, I assume.
Yep. All right, Noir.
Okay. I will attack with my. I'm not dagger. No. Yeah, let's just go with the dagger.
Oh,
Nope.
nice.
Oh, okay. So roll damage for the dagger.
It's not like. Okay, so I have to roll a type out everything.
Nice. So this one that Sigismund wounded, you finish him off and take him down with your dagger.
Nice.
One down. All right. And then everybody who was on move can now make their move.
I'm drawing my short sword.
All right.
And I think I had.
Is that all I can do? Can I move as well?
You can move as well. I'm fine with. I feel like you can move and draw the sword in one.
Okay. This guy over here, he's still writhing on the ground.
Yeah. And we need to make 1d3 for his. He takes 2 more damage for his turn.
Can I reach him in one move or not?
If you moved this turn and then did melee, you could reach him on the melee.
Sure. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Yeah. So Akek is gonna like basically curl the rope, the lasso, and move towards him.
Mm-hmm.
3. So I'll move. Yeah, I can move up to him actually. Just curling the rope. So I can move. Oh, we can only move 15. That's right, right? Or
Yep.
half?
Yeah.
Half.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Cool. So he's like there.
All right. And
Like-
so now we
I feel like curling the rope, strangling.
He's ours, Arkat.
All right. That's the end of round 1. Now we go to round 2. If you have an attack rate that is something like 3-2, you get your better attack rate now. So we are going to declare our actions again. Greg, do you have an image for G? And if so, if you put it in, I will make you a token and you can join the battle.
I don't, but I can find one real quick.
Yeah. Mulalak, if you have 2 melee attacks, you can take them both.
Oh, I'm dumb. Never mind. I don't. I was just like, we have 2 things, so I'm gonna do it. Yeah. I'll redo that.
Yeah. Flame, if you're back, you can have Isaac join and do whatever you want to do.
All right.
Okay, I think that's going to be everyone for this round. So, Mulalak, you lost the initiative rolling responsibilities because you lost the initiative. Akek,
The shame.
Well
Such
deserved.
shame.
I will probably lose as well.
you
Put the link
lose
to the
as
token
well.
in.
Yeah, let me
How could you, kick? You'll let the whole team down.
I'm paying more attention to like choking this guy than.
Okay, and then G, why don't you declare your actions too, since we'll have a token for you.
Since I have absolutely no idea what's going on, I will just say he's going to punch very hard.
Excellent.
You'll move punch.
Move and
That's-
punch. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Right. So just to let Isaac and G know, so this guy here, he has like a rope around his neck. I lassoed him and got a crit, so he's being strangled. And the other guys are in melee. So
You look like you're already hurt.
yeah, Noir's already hurt, so he probably needs
Noir-
more backup.
Noir is pretty badly hurt. Okay, so we're doing melee for them first. So this one who is down can't do anything. These 2 on Mulalak have
They got
1.
They got nothing.
They have 1 hit
Oh,
for 1 damage, which if your armor has any damage reduction, you get
It
to
does.
just negate
We're in
it
scale,
entirely.
yeah.
Nice.
as I said, they got nothing.
They got nothing.
Nice.
And then the one on Noir, that is a miss.
All right. And what is Mulalak? What is he?
He's a rune graver.
Oh wow.
All right.
So he's like
so
kind of like a fighty cleric.
Yeah. It's cool.
PC's on melee. It is your chance to go now.
Okay.
All right. Sigma Send, I guess. Right.
Sigismund,
Sigismund.
you've already forgotten my name. Here we
Because you
go.
talk too much, it's distracting.
This is something I may have heard before. You were not the first to say such things. Come, Hackett! Stick him when he's down.
No.
Because I cannot.
Mulalak,
All right.
and Mulalak has an attack too. He goes,
All right.
"That's the best you got? How about this for your face?"
Nice. So yeah, one of them taken down by a massive blow.
And then he spits on the guy who's on the ground. That's for yacht. Oh, I wouldn't say that because I know I'm in mixed company. All right.
That is certainly not for my secret evil god.
Take that. I have a question real quick. How much can you move if your turn is melee? Because Sigismund moved like 5 feet or something. Is there a certain amount?
Yep, you can always move
Yeah.
half your move.
Half your move.
Gotcha. Okay, that's all I need
Also,
to know.
I'm a notorious cheat too, so there's that.
Okay. Well, that's good.
We gotta watch
I'll
that.
see what you do, and I'll just copy that. Like Kevin did it.
I can't. You know what I'm scared about now, Arlen? Since I did so well with that lasso, I feel like Kevin's gonna use those lassos against us.
Oh, you
That would be nasty. Have like a team of Second Sons riders come by with lassos, try to get us.
Tulian cowboys. I love it.
All right. So that is the end of melee. Anybody on missile? Isaac, you are on missile. Do you want to roll me a missile attack? Oh.
So many.
Oh,
It's a volley.
Okay, we're gonna take the first one, and that's a miss. So then, no worries.
In the middle one, the critical hit for 0 damage.
What?
what happened? You have negative damage.
Yeah, negative damage on. Yep. And then G, I guess you were gonna do melee as your first thing, right? So we skipped over you, but you can move into melee against this guy if you would like.
All right. Sorry, I'm still. All right. I'm trying to understand what that was going on here. Yeah. So I will. I guess. So my movement's 50. So you said I can move half that. That's 25. So
Yep.
I will flank this guy.
Yep,
I don't know if that matters.
It does, yeah.
it does.
And then I highly doubt that I did this thing right, but we'll find out.
You did it right, but you rolled the
you,
wrong
you,
way.
you did it right, but rolled badly.
That's fantastic.
Is your strength really low?
That might be the worst roll I've seen in this game.
Well, technically that should be +2, I believe, but I don't think that matters.
Okay, yeah, that's a miss.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, that's my
he drop
traditional
his,
rolling
does he
style,
drop
not
his
like
fist
that
on the
style.
ground?
Greg, you did tell us about your legendary dice rolling abilities. So.
Last time was very, very good, so this time is going to be horrible.
I, for
last
one,
time.
blame
Oh my God.
Sigismund.
I think
I'll blame
both your
anybody
shoes
but
just flew off.
He has like aura of Black Lotus.
It is.
Messing us up.
Shut up, you blowhard.
Okay.
All right, nobody doing spells on the first side, so we're to move. Noir, I think you're the only one moving, and Akek is moving too.
Yeah. So I have
Yeah.
a question. Can I keep like tight on the rope and move to here? Or do I have
Well, he needs to take his damage, so that might. I'll just tell you, and
Yeah,
that's enough to finish him off.
Okay. Well, then I'll continue my move by draw my club so I can flank with Mulalak.
Yeah. All right, Noir, you want to move out of the area, away from this bandit?
So do I feel him stop struggling? Is that
Yeah, he basically he's been kind of writhing around. That's why Sigismund couldn't hit him, because he's writhing around on the ground, kind of flailing about, and then he
It's
just
also
kind of sort
he's
of
fat, out of shape, and old.
that probably doesn't help.
Plus a little high, I think.
yeah? Or drunk.
Yeah, and this bandit leader, he basically goes limp, and you can assume that that's about that.
Check if he's dead, old man.
Who? Oh, me. Yes! He's blue like a fish out of water. This one has passed on to the next! Are we rolling initiative
All right.
again, or?
No, we're doing second phase. So melee.
Oh, I can.
Second phase.
Oh, right, I'm gonna move. Never mind.
Yeah, I had to pull out my club, so I don't think I can attack, right?
I think you can. I think it's fine to pull out the club on the move.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right, so I will attack him. Yeah.
my
Almost as
God.
bad. Almost as bad.
Not gonna do it like that. Flame, do you have multiple ranged attacks in one round?
Who's that?
Flame.
Oh, yeah.
Does Isaac get multiple attacks with his sling in one round?
No, he said.
No. Okay. So that's no missile, no magic, no more move because everybody is in Oh,
As
you can
my-
move.
as
Because
my-
Wait, I thought I was moving.
I'm recovering
Wait.
my darts.
you're gonna recover your darts.
Yes.
All right. Well, Noir, I asked you if you were moving a couple times and you didn't move your token at all, so I assumed that you were staying. Okay, so into the round, we're going to declare our actions again, and these guys need to make a morale check.
Oh, actually, that's a good idea.
I also am not rolling initiative again. I rolled a
Yep.
1.
Yep, you lost.
Yeah.
Oh, and you guys declared already. I was waiting for you guys, and my own roll was blocking it. All right, so /R1d6. Sigismund beat my 5.
Isn't it? No, Isaac's rolling next.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Flame
Okay.
hasn't had a chance to roll.
Okay, yeah, Isaac, roll 1d6.
Here we go. I can feel it.
Oh!
It turns
Oh.
out that was the wrong feeling.
They're staying to fight then. These guys.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to see.
Okay.
All right, so everybody on melee, and that is Mulalak and Akak and G. Make
And what-
your melee attack.
What's the bonus for
Before
flanking?
them?
+2.
Bonus for flanking is it's a penalty to their AC. It is
Okay.
minus
One.
minus
Okay.
1. Yeah.
All right, so we just
All right.
roll.
Mulak will say,
Son of a bitch.
say
I
don't
can't
worry,
do anything. I
got
can't hit him.
this.
I'm just distracting.
You're dead just like your friend.
Nice, Mulalak. So yeah, Mulalak, how do you kill this bandit?
Mulak tells Takek, I got this, and twirls his hammer, great hammer around and hits the guy right on the side of the head so that it collapses inward. And all the blood
Nice.
spurts to the side and like that pattern right across Akek's face. Whoosh. Like, oh, our little blood do you some good.
A sacrifice to Zothar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then G, do you want to roll your melee attack?
Not really.
The last one.
You can't roll worse than last time, right?
Dang.
Oh,
We're going in the right direction
Not quite.
now.
yeah,
Going the right
but that's
direction, yeah.
better.
1 to a 4.
Don't you have two
All right.
attacks? Do monks have
Honestly,
two
I
attacks
didn't
for
see anything about multi-attack with the monk, but I honestly don't know the rules very well. So
I think they do it first level. Don't
I
they?
believe you have a second attack for your second unarmed strike, your other fist, basically. I know our monk in Reavers of Tula gets 2 of them.
yeah, I didn't
So why
see
don't
anything
you-
about number of attacks on the monk table. So I was
No, but I just think it qualifies as, I don't think it's extra attacks per round. I think it's one extra attack per round for a secondary weapon that is your second fist, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Is it the same multiplier or plus? I think it's +2 because I get +1 for.
So it's it goes on the size of the weapon. Like there's not the 2-weapon fighting is pretty. Everyone can try it in this, and with yours it's I think only -1.
So this would be minus. So it'd be a 3 instead of a 2.
3, nice. So that connects, and you. How do you beat this guy's brains out with your left?
Seeing the blood splatter on that guy way over there, I try to match it and just right in the jaw to like try to get the blood to spray over Nor, but I don't think it actually works. It just punches him.
Nice. So, adrenaline wearing off, tempers cooling, everyone standing around and looks out at the battlefield. What are you guys going to do?
I guess Zothar is like collecting his last one and says, "What? That only works on horses." It's surprised that it actually works so well.
Sigismund shouts out, "Spoils to the victors!" And I start checking his pockets.
I guess their company is now defunct.
Yes.
G says, "Where am I?"
So, G, you are in Yar Amon. You are in the pseudo-Egyptian realm of Xoth, where the pharaoh has introduced the worship of Zothar, a monotheistic deity, and declared that the previous pagan deities, the beast gods, are no longer okay. And so you're part of a either a tomb raiding or a repossession expedition, depending on who you ask, because people have different motives for being here, to go get some stuff out of a tomb where somebody who was basically, there's this whole area that is filled with tombs that were dedicated to the beast gods. And you're there to either get some gold or to maybe get something magical or maybe to pay your respects to the beast gods, whatever you feel like is your particular calling.
Wulalak will tell okay, check the guy below us, or check the guy to the south. I got this one. And if Akek looks away, I will try to kind of carve something underneath. Carve a little spider in the guy's stomach, like a little symbol. Or maybe I'll do like a secret version of that, whatever I think it is, without giving away that it's for Yatkamoth. But I definitely want to kind of engrave my symbol in this in my victim.
Nice.
Yeah, and get a little blood.
Yep.
Just as a
Is
reminder.
there anything in this rogue's pockets?
There is 6 silver pieces.
Ha! A veritable fortune! Say, do they appear to have camping gear on them? Or is there a camp nearby that we should find? With food?
I
And
noticed
whatever
up on the
treasures they may
hills.
have pulled.
What did I notice up on the hills?
You just noticed that was where they were coming from.
Ah,
But if you had to guess, they probably have a camp somewhere up there in the hills.
the
Alright, check it out.
sands conceal their tracks for me, friends.
Do we want to go check their camp, or do we want to get into this tomb before?
Check their
Something
camp.
else
Maybe
gets-
they've done some already exploring and have some, items or ideas. Right.
And are we truly too rich to turn down free beds and tents?
Are you tired already, Sigismund? I know you're old, but
I
you're out for adventuring.
simply put twice the effort in, young man.
All
Let me
right.
sit down
Does
for a
any-
moment. Marshal my strength.
Does anybody have any kind of tracking ability to try to follow the tracks back to their camp?
The tracks are too cunning for me.
I don't believe so. I believe that everyone is a cleric.
That's what we discovered, that everybody is a cleric. So, if you want to wander around randomly in the hills to try to find their camp, you can do that. But without somebody who can actually track, it's not like you can follow them back to where their camp was.
Just a lot of sand.
I now see the value in taking prisoners.
I need to. I would cast Cure Light Wounds on myself.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, good. I actually don't have all on the verge of dying.
All right.
All right.
Then,
So, if you're not going to go, I mean, you're welcome to go into the hills and look for their camp if that's what you want to do. I'm just telling you, it's going to be basically wandering across it because you can't just,
whose character is more, like, do they figure is more of a... Sigismund is definitely not a leader. He is a noisy sidekick at best. So if someone else is more of a take charge type, I'm happy to follow that lead.
Little would take charge when it comes to attacking and killing the enemies, but he's not necessarily the guy who you would want to listen to in times of not killing other people.
Okay. Carl, what about Akek?
I mean, Akek is here for Xoth, so he's going to pretend to be the leader. So he's like, can anyone follow these men to where they were? If they do not have anything on them, I say we proceed to what they were excavating.
Coins. I found coins on them. Spoils. What did you find?
I did not look. I would not. I motioned to Mulalak. You can take what it is from the dead.
I did. I looked in his pockets. And did I find anything in the lesser guys?
In the pockets, you found 4 silver pieces.
Oh,
Hey, they had something.
a fortune always starts somewhere. What kind of weapons do they have anyway? Like, do any of them have bows of any kind, or is it all swords?
Just swords. Basically, just short swords.
Curse them!
Do they have any daggers?
They probably have a dagger or two.
Okay. I'll grab 2 because I didn't grab daggers or buy daggers, and I need them. So
Okay.
I got 2 daggers off them.
Is Isaac the rune graver?
The Isaac is the illusionist mage.
Oh, he's a mage, right?
Mulalak is.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
So I know in Xoth there's no common. So what's everyone speaking?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I decided that we wouldn't be worried about that so much for this one because
I think Kazakhstani is like the common, right? So
I think Kazakhstani is probably the closest to the common, or Yar Ammonite since you're in Yar Ammonite.
Yeah.
And I assume you all can get by in Yar Ammonite even if you can't actually speak it very well.
Yeah, mine's pretty broken, and he just kind of points at the tomb and says, "Inside."
Yeah.
Yes. Plumb the depths.
All right.
You first.
So,
That's a decision.
I'll be happy to be in front. I'm all about the bloodlust and the fighting. So if
Wait. Builders of these tombs have cunning traps.
Right.
With my eyes. There's a reason they call me the Ghost of Gazul. Or they used to. Once I get to the entrance, I will try and check for traps.
Ghost speak wisely.
all right. What is your check for traps?
My find traps is or manipulate. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm
Is that manipulate traps or is that something? I think it's just a dice roll. It's a d6 roll that you make.
Oh, okay. Well then, yes, I will do that.
Because anyone can look for traps. It's just that I am fucking awesome at it.
No traps that you can find.
Oh, no, manipulate traps is find, remove, and reset traps. I have
find, remove, and reset.
a whopping 4 out of 12. You want me to roll or you want to roll?
Yeah, why don't you do 4 out of 12?
Look out. Stand back, young men. Here, watch the ghost of Gazul at work. Maybe I should use a command that works.
When it says it's like out of 12, are you rolling 2d6 or you're rolling a 1d12?
You're rolling
1d12.
1d12. So, you don't find any
It
traps.
appears that I may need glasses.
Willowlock whispers to himself, "It's a ghost, all right. Makes a lot of noise without doing much."
I found treasure already, boy. Let me go first. The danger always falls on the greatest thief in the world. So I'll go first.
All right. Yeah, you step inside, and this is what you see.
Giant versions of ourselves. Look at the size of my face.
Did you like widen his face?
It
That's
automatically
just
widens
That's
for the
Brian
square,
Bless's
too.
face.
He's got a very.
Well, he
Very
also
large
does have
skull.
a naturally pretty wide.
Yeah, it is pretty wide.
He looks down at his beer gut and then looks up at the big one and he's like, oh, in shame.
So,
Look
you're
at these
inside
tombs.
this massive tomb. The ceiling is probably 15 or 20 feet up. There are these huge columns, and there's inscriptions in ancient Yar Ammonite dialects all along either side. None of which I don't think any of you. Well, Akek, are you studied in the writings of the beast gods, or do you just know the Xotherite sort of stuff?
I'm gonna say he's like a new and like a excited recruit and could care less about beast god stuff. He used to be a tailor. I mean,
Wouldn't I be able to read it?
Noir, you might be able to read it. Why don't you give me a 1d6 roll and we'll see if you can read it.
Mulalak will go to the entrance and say, "Gee, come on, get in here."
Stop staying at the back, boy.
Because I set this up before. So no, Noir, you cannot. You can't really get close enough and sit there. You might be able to, with time, decipher what some of these things mean.
He has a sidekick.
Nice. Yeah.
My pet dragon.
Cool. But no, you're not able to, like, just from scanning, read it as if it was like a modern day sign on a wall or something like that. So, perhaps we should establish marching order going through the tomb. So what order do you guys want to go in?
I will take point. My keen eyes alert for traps.
I'll be happy to be right behind him.
yeah,
G tries to step behind the biggest guy there.
I'll stay behind in the second. I'll be in the second rank with Mulalak.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to be somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. There's not a lot of middle left. I think you've got to be at the back, Noir and Isaac, but that's okay. We'll set you up like this. And I assume Sigismund is going to lead the way deeper into the tomb.
The treasure will not find itself. Forward.
All right. And now you come to let me make a change or two. Grab these.
I sense a change in the weather.
Can you feel it in your knees, old man?
I always feel it in my knees, and my back, and my belly.
Well, don't you feel it?
That is a shorter list. You see, fortune awaits us.
So in front of you, remember that these ceilings, they're like 15, this is about 15 feet high. So this door is got to be at least 10 or 12 feet tall, and it's massive. It seems to be carved out of a single piece of stone, or at least it's been so cunningly made that however it was put together, there's no obvious signs of workmanship on it, aside from these hieroglyphic symbols on the door. What do you want to do?
Clever trap.
Is that corpse there, and is it moving?
Corpse is there, not moving.
One
Is
who
there a
fell short of the metal needed for this task. Alas, this mystery escapes me. Sorcerers, what say you?
Do your work, old man.
My work? Have you
Right,
found any traps? No. My keen eyes have kept us safe. And I need to change my seat because I'm running out of power.
Gotta get a new donut, old man?
Just a moment. Need only adjust things. Apologies for those who may get motion sick.
I'm getting dizzy.
Whoa! It's the lotus. Don't follow its tempting tail. Oh, all right, I'm done.
This is why you just stay with alcohol.
Who says I can't have that as well?
I think G's gonna go up and he's kind of like, he can't read the writing, but he's like kind of like just touching the pictures and like kind of admiring it for like the artistic value.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds incredibly safe.
Yeah.
So you reach out and you feel a sort of sense of trepidation almost as you get closer and closer and closer, and then your finger makes contact with the carving itself, and you realize this is just a particularly finely wrought carving. There is nothing magical that happens or anything like that, but it is remarkable just how intact these carvings have stayed over the centuries that these must have been down here in this tomb.
Is this the work of sorcery?
I'm gonna look close as well because I have some experience with carving, and I'll look it over to see if I notice anything about it that seems magical or traps or like something that might help us know what to do next.
The way forward may not be the most obvious door. I will look for secret ones.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that, I
Okay,
could,
so-
detect secret doors, I think 3 out of 6. I don't know if it's automatic or I have to actually declare it.
You have to declare it. So to go down from the top. So Isaac, you're able to look around. There's nothing alive in this room. There's this dead guy over here. Oh, I should be on the right layer to ping it. This dead guy over here, but he is dead. He's not some sort of reanimated corpse or something.
Check his pockets.
Check his pockets.
Indeed.
All right.
Only a fool would come in here with nothing.
9 copper pieces in this one's pockets.
The fortune grows.
All right, Mulalak, what you notice is that there are a couple of repeated symbols that appear to happen regularly, and one of them that stands out to you for whatever reason is a sort of a bull's head. It's kind of stylized with these long arcing horns coming out around it, and this appears to be around a couple. There's birds, there's people, there's all of these different symbols, but the bull, for whatever reason, is the most common one on these walls.
Akek is a Yar Ammonite, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I motioned to him to come over and say, "What's the bowl? Do you know what the bowl means? Like, if his language, if he speaks the language or knows the writing, maybe he'd have more understanding of what that is."
Blasphemous writing to some dead god.
Can I make out anything?
Noir, you so you definitely notice the same bull symbol repeated. So the beast god element of these beast gods is that they were considered to be half human and half animal, and so there were lion-headed gods and hyena-headed gods and perhaps even bull-headed gods amongst them. So if you had to guess, this is some sort of chamber that is related to one of the bull-headed gods. And you can relay that information if you wish, but people are going to ask questions about how you got it.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
All right. So, G, you were looking for secret doors?
Yeah, as he hears the old man like muttering, he kind of like, yeah, okay, and then he starts actually actively looking for them.
All right. Why is it not on? Oh well, I've got it open on the other thing. All right. It is a. What is the chance? Is it 3 and 6? Did you say?
Yes, for the monk. Yeah.
All right. Roll me 1d6. Nice. So you find there's definitely a lot of cunning to the way this has been built, but there's no actual like secret door. There's just this there's the way you came leading back into the hallway, and there's this big door, but there's no like hidden passageways that you can detect. You stand and you maybe like lick your finger and feel the wind, and there's no breeze coming through any other direction. Sigismund can check too.
And then G says to Sigismund, Slayer of Bandits, no secret door.
I think
Look,
getting
Noah,
feedback from somebody.
Noah boy. So that would be successful.
That would be successful. Okay. Sigismund, you examine every corner. Same thing. If there's a secret door here, you cannot find it.
I concur. So this slab appears to be the way forward.
Right. So there's this regular pattern of bull carvings. Maybe it means something.
What do
Two
the
horns
bulls
facing each
mean
other.
to your people?
Me, heresy.
Fertility.
Is there any is apart from there being a lot of them, is there any consistent pattern to them, or are they kind of like making out any kind of design or anything like that?
Not really. If you were an expert, you might be able to discern a pattern in this, and you have some sense that surely.
Are you calling me ignorant?
I think you have some sense that surely this is not just completely random, but to your eyes, there's no discernible pattern.
Okay. Now, the carvings themselves, are they recessed at all, or do they kind of match up what we see in the figure here with the different hieroglyphs on the walls?
Yeah, they look about like what you see on the walls, where they're just sort of carved slightly into the wall.
I'm going to examine them for traps as well too. Take care. If you insist on poking them, use something long.
Isaac's asking if you would recognize.
Yeah, Isaac. So yes, you would recognize. So there are a whole bunch of animal symbols. There are very few kind of human symbols, and you have some assumption that that's related to, like we talked about with the sort of beast god element, that these beast symbols are symbols of the deities that these early Yar Ammonites worshipped, as much as they are symbols of actual animals.
The sun looks like it stands out in that the one right in front of us. The sun looks different than the rest of the carvings.
In this one right here?
Yeah. I point note because I examined the carvings closely, and I noticed that one looks differently than the rest of the carvings that are in the walls. So I mentioned that to Sigismund. So if you want to look at that as a trap, maybe
Keen
not.
eyes, Muralak.
Looks interesting.
I will inspect it. That is not the roll I need. Ha! Success.
So again, if there's traps on here, they are far beyond the ken of mortal men. This is untrapped. It's just a odd-looking carving in the wall. But the shine comes from the fact that there's actually metal on this one. It's this is sort of like a hemisphere embedded into the wall almost of metal. You can't tell if it's solid metal or if it's just a sort of sheet over the rock or what.
I'm gonna tap it with my dagger.
So as soon as you tap it, you hear ka-thunk, 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 and suddenly
there was no trap.
What did you touch, boy?
Tis not a trap at all. It actually is this huge stone. Something is releasing, and then you hear this massive crash as this stone door covered in the carvings leans and then falls backwards and slams onto the ground, and it makes this kind of colossal rumbling. There's dust shaken from everywhere, and everybody's ears are ringing from the noise. It's pretty intense for a moment.
That and from Sigismund's cheering.
Yes, Sigismund's cheering, definitely.
It lies open before us.
I meant to do that.
Your secrets.
You're welcome.
There are no accidents, Mulalak. Your instincts are keen. What lies before us now?
So there's another room, and you can step inside and see this. Oh, and I need to grab G's token
Keep
too.
a keen eye out for Harrison Ford.
It's more of Brendan Fraser looking. Yeah.
Flame seems upset. Or Isaac seems
Oh
upset.
yeah. Isaac is definitely upset that you announced your presence to the entire tomb with the door coming down, because it's a huge, noise.
Former robbers are dead.
The dead either know we're here or they wait for us in secret.
What about the?
Yeah,
So you want to
help
just make sure the
Isaac.
undead know about you.
They will all learn to fear our blades.
Do you realize that blood weapons are better?
Is that gold I see?
This is a massive kind of altar in the center of this room, covered in gold.
Is there an exit from here?
There is no obvious exit. There's this kind of recessed area, but you can't tell at present if that's another door like the last one, or if that's just a sort of alcove within the larger room.
Take care, fellows. The closer we get to the prize, the more the danger awaits. So it's there, I don't see it.
She will roll for secret doors as well.
Oh, I'm rolling for traps.
Oh, he's looking for that.
So there is, G, you can tell, you get up close, and this thing at the back it is definitely a secret door. It would have been hidden to almost anyone else, but your keen eyes note that this is something special.
Sorry, my daughter's yelling in the back.
Yeah.
Is that a ghost? So he doesn't want to announce it. Like he feels kind of like some dread in this room, so he's trying to like look people in the eye and like kind of like nod his head towards the space.
Is there something wrong with your neck?
Ah, door.
Ah, a door. More riches await.
I think we should examine this golden tomb.
Indeed.
This golden box. That's a lot of gold.
Take care, fellows. I will check for devious traps. And I didn't find any, if there are any, so I'll just head in.
Yep. So yeah, Sigismund, this place doesn't seem to have any traps around it. Nothing to get you.
Just safe as your mother's embrace. Forward, boys.
All right.
Wow.
We'll carry this thing on the way back.
I will walk up to it and trace the carvings of the women. I can't tell what those are. I assume
The
women.
humanoid figures.
Humanoid figures. Yeah, I'll trace from the head down the arm and kind of go around the left one. Kind of
This is
examining.
not the time for that.
Has it been that long, boy?
This is amazing craftsmanship.
Indeed.
And yeah, once you get close, you can realize this is not like gilded or something. This entire box is made out of gold.
That is a lot of
fortune
gold.
grows.
That's what we came for.
Yep.
And yet there are more riches waiting us beyond that secret door.
What's on the top of that? What are these like circular? Are those like little people on top?
It's just a pattern around the top. There's a sort of, it's what you think, you're not entirely sure what this is, whether this is a box or if it's just like a solid block or not. You'd have to get up close and try to look down in it to see, because it's pretty tall. It's like 5 feet tall or something. It's this great big thing.
Let's see what's inside.
Do these markings mean anything to you?
I do not care about the beast god markings. I do care that we recover this for our own temples. But I will lift someone up to see what is inside.
Your temple?
G walked up to him and said, and like, okay.
Before you go up to like get up on the top, I'm gonna trace the lines that look like a kind of little door. And does anything happen when I trace it with my finger? You know, I'm talking about the like. It looks like a door that the two women have their hands out.
Trace it. It feels nice. You're really feeling how much gold this is. You are already thinking about taking it back home, but nothing happens specifically.
Tap to see if it's hollow or if it's solid.
This will keep us in Lotus for months.
Months.
Here's old man. I will get you your own room in the temple.
Priests make poor party companions.
We can haul this back.
I'll tap the side of it, see if it's hollow or not.
I look at Isaac and say, what we are doing is reclaiming this for the true God.
You'll get your portion. Okay.
The melt down?
I know, we will all share our own portions.
If I tap the side, Arlen, is there anything inside? Or does it sound hollow?
It does sound hollow to you.
Was there any give whatsoever with the knocking on it? Or was the knocking hollow all the way around, or were there spots that seemed more solid? If that makes sense.
If you go around tapping the whole side, it sounds like there's a large kind of empty central chamber.
So, in a turn of misfortune, it is not solid gold. But
Oh,
with a
but
turn
still
of
worth a
fortune,
lot.
we may actually be able to move this thing.
Ah. Should we tip it over?
Can
Were
we
you gonna
do
look
that?
down in it first?
I actually don't know. Is it like that doorway in the back there? Is that to scale for like a human?
Yeah, that's more kind of human size. It's still probably like 6.5 feet tall or something. But
Oh, okay. So this thing is bigger than us then. Ooh. Is that a sled it's on?
it's some type of carrying contraption,
Oh,
certainly.
Would that my back had not betrayed me 20 years ago. I would be happy to assist you in carrying this. Instead, I'll use my keen eyes to ensure the way is safe.
I doubt you could have carried it 20 years ago either.
Ha! You were not even a sparkle in your mother's eye then. Strong as an ox I was at once, now broken like an old mule.
You got one thing correct all day.
and constantly
Gee,
bang.
you said this wall was actually a door, too.
And he kind of like bangs on it where the door would be to kind of, I don't know, hopefully echo its hollow.
Tapping on the door and stuff.
Yeah, and then he kind of hits it and he goes, oh, and then he kind of stops. He's like, maybe I shouldn't do that.
So you reach out and tap it, and suddenly in your mind you start hearing there is music. There's a sort of chanting song going on. Somehow.
What kind of song?
What kind of song?
Yeah, I mean, because just with his the idea for his character, if it's maybe something kind of celestial, he might actually be kind of more entranced versus more freaked out.
It is definitely something holy, and it's in ancient Yar Ammonite, which I don't think you speak well enough to know any of these words, but you can tell that it's a song from a religious proceeding.
Yeah, more like angelic, like something that anybody would interpret as oh, this is kind of holy. Yeah.
It's definitely. I mean, it sounds like a choir of beautiful women singing this beautiful music to you.
He kind of staggers back and the gods speak.
What? What do they say? I thought they were dead.
He kind of just prostrates before the door and then he doesn't move.
Oh.
So he is still hearing this beautiful music, this noise, this ancient Yar Ammonite chanting. All of you sort of turn and look at him because your eyes are drawn. Something is happening to his head and his shoulders, and there's a sort of, it's as if, so first, is G bearded or not?
No, he's bald with he's totally bald and I know facial
Yeah,
hair.
so suddenly there's hair spurting out at great speeds from his head and then all the way down from all over, and his face starts to elongate, and out of his head come these two protrusions that grow into massive horns, and G, you have become the Minotaur. And let me give you control of his character sheet.
Zombie.
I didn't mean.
We're betrayed from within. Run, flee.
Oh, this can't be good.
All right. So, you are possessed with an overwhelming urge to attack your former companions. What do you want to do, former G?
Who is the absolute closest person to... Well, is he intelligent or is he not intelligent?
He's still got a sort of crude intelligence, but
Is it more instinctual or is it more like tactician?
It is if you imagine what like an animal divinely uplifted to tactician would have a sense of, that he just wants to rage and kill things, but he has this sort of voice in the back of his mind that's telling him how to do it.
So I would say that since I missed the beginning, I would basically go and attack the person I thought that was the greatest threat to me first. So whoever that is, I will immediately charge at them and
I'm
attack.
safe.
Sigismund. It's Sigismund.
I'm right next to you. If it's closest person, for sure me.
Yeah,
Most
it's-
obvious threat.
Sigismund has the greatest wisdom of the group, so maybe, I don't know.
He's the biggest one to be sure.
For certain.
Yeah. If all of our fighting was in the belly, Sigismund would be the greatest fighter of all.
Okay.
Let me move you guys over to the battle map, which originally I was going to do everything on this.
I hit the thing, I'm like, why did I do that? And then, of course, this happens.
Yep, of course, you turn into the undead minotaur.
Yeah.
But everybody's going to declare their actions, including the undead minotaur, and then we're going to roll initiative. And so I'm going to have Greg roll for the minotaur, and I'm going to have Kevin roll for the party.
All right. I'm gonna assume we've been describing like tapping shit with my swords. I'm gonna assume I've got it out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Are diagonals 5'10", or does it not work in Ash?
Oh my God.
Yeah, diagonals. One diagonal is 5, next diagonal is 10, then
Does
back to 5.
3d8 damage? Damn.
Oh, he shouldn't do 3d8 damage. Let me double.
I was just trying to freak him out. Come
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Here.
I'm sorry. I was putting together his character sheet really quickly, so I was worried that I accidentally told you.
This is why it's always good playing with other DMs. Oh my God, that's funny. Oh, I gotta roll initiative, right? Let me know when you're ready here.
Where the hell is initiative on here?
It's
You
a
just
group.
slash R1d6. It's just a d6 roll for initiative.
Oh yeah,
And
we're
then-
not.
All right. Beat the Minotaurs 2.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Hey, get rid of that
my
stick. Get rid of that six now. Get that six out of the way now.
That's a
Kevin's using his DM.
That means we get 2 turns.
All right. So,
All right.
I think I'm up in melee.
So-
Has anyone else got?
I don't get surprised.
You do not get a surprise round, no. You've got a lot of hit points. It's going to be...
The greatest thief in the world is always ready. Whether he
All right.
hits...
And then, G, I need you to declare your actual actions.
All right. So again, who would he consider the biggest threat to him?
Probably Mulalak. He might also, because he is now a sort of beast god avatar, he probably hates Akek, because Akek is a cleric of Xoth.
I don't see their names. Let's see.
Mulalak is Manzukis.
Yeah, Mulalak is here. Akek is here.
Okay. So he completely ignores Sigismund, and he's going to charge straight at this guy.
All right. So, Sigismund, since you're on melee and you guys won, you get to do your
Preventing us from testing the turn rules. Thanks, Greg.
Taste my blade.
What did I do?
It tastes like air.
So that is a miss.
Indeed.
And then the only other person on melee is the Minotaur himself. So why don't you move yourself up and make an attack roll on Akek?
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
No! You can't stand on top of the tomb. What space?
Not armor class 10.
Nice. So yeah, a miss against Akek. And then we are on to
You guys are
missiles.
so lucky I'm rolling.
We have Isaac. Do you want to roll missile?
All right. Yeah.
Wait, priest, you can turn undead, can you not?
I'm going to.
Yes.
I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to try.
I deal 1 damage.
1
That's
damage.
There you go. The biggest threat now. The guy throwing stones at you.
Illusionist. Illusion
Assume
spells
that
are so
he's the big
useless
bad.
at first level too.
Use
Oh,
your
God.
best stuff.
That's not it.
Okay.
All right, and then we are on to magic. So Akek
I will.
and
I
Mulala.
will grab my amulet of Zothar. Probably looks like a sun if it's like Akhenaten, and hold it and present it at the Minotaur undead creature and say, "Back, foul beast, in the name of Zothar."
All right.
And I rolled a 5, which I don't know if that will work.
5 is not going to be good enough to turn this creature.
Okay.
Mulalak, it is your.
All right. How does this work for? You were saying that if I'm trying to cast a magic spell, then because he's here, he can try to mess me up, or how is?
No.
So-
So, if you declared magic and then he hit you on the melee,
Gotcha.
you would
Okay.
lose your spell.
Okay. Well, all right. Then I'm all good. So he has out his great. Well, maybe he doesn't have. Would we have our weapons out or no?
I assume you guys are traveling through this tomb with weapons, but
Sure. Okay. So he has out his great hammer as he did, but it's not sharp, so he can't cut himself with it. So instead, he will bite ferociously at his own hand, so that he bleeds 1 point of damage, wipes it on himself, and casts enlargement.
Yes.
Nice.
Enough, Chuck.
And I don't know if that's gonna push. Who's next? to me?
Isaac's right behind you.
Yeah, would
Mhm.
that push Isaac out of my path, or I don't know how.
yeah,
that
it'll
works.
just push him back.
Yeah. So then, can I make me bigger? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Boom.
So, and I took 1 point of
Next
damage for that. So
Oh yeah.
I'm a very big boy now, with a big great hammer.
Fuck yes.
All right. And
And
then it is the
probably-
move phase. So, Noir, you're on move.
Okay. Come on. Move back. Oh. Come on. And I want to wave. I want to wave my holy symbol out at everyone, so that the Minotaur sees I'm actually on its side.
Same team.
I don't think you have a holy symbol of the beast gods, because the beast gods are more like the ancient Greek pantheon or something, where there's a whole bunch of different deities that are all kind of interacting and stuff. So I don't think you have like a holy symbol that you can flash to it to say I'm on your team, but you can definitely get out of that area.
So you're able to move that far? Is that how that works?
Oh, did I move too much?
Yeah, your move
Yeah,
is
you can
always,
only
Isn't it
move half
double
your
move?
move.
yeah, it's always prorated across the 2 different phases. So you half on one phase, half on the second phase.
So yeah, what is your move is probably 40 in cloth, right?
No,
So
30.
that's 30 in cloth. Okay, so yeah, you can move up to here.
Here?
Yes.
Same
Not
team.
quite as far, but
Get back here.
all right. And then that's the end of this phase. So melee again. Mulalak, you can't melee after magic,
Boo.
but you'll be able to melee next time.
Okay. Then that'll be move, I guess. Is there a defensive anything? I don't know what the different options are for that. I didn't see that
So you
part of
can
it.
forfeit your attacks in exchange for parrying and blocking if you want to.
What does that do?
That gives you an AC bonus based on your strength modifier.
Okay. Then I will do that.
He can block too, can he? Or is that an attack option? I don't remember. 'Cause if his start's decent, that might be a better
I
option
got
than dodging.
strength, and I got good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
strength,
Block
highest
and
strength.
parry.
The downside of that is if the attacker rolls a nat 20, they destroy your weapon.
Hey, it's I'm gonna assume that this weak, bony Minotaur.
Greg,
will not be
I think
able
he's
to
calling
do
your
that.
dice rolling into question there.
Come get some.
As G, I would take offense. As the Minotaur, I don't understand.
Yeah.
So whatever it is, block.
Yeah, so you're in blocking mode. So you get a what is your strength bonus to hit?
+2, I think.
Plus
I have
2?
18 strength, so.
Yeah, so 18 strength is +2, so you get +4 to your AC.
Oh yeah. All right. Good luck.
All right,
Minotaur.
and then I think it's only moves on the second phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
I carefully move myself into the spot to find a vital organ,
All right. So
desiccated though it may be.
So can you withdraw as a half move, or can you not do that?
Yeah, you can withdraw. It takes up your melee action, and you get half of half, so you only get like 5 or 10 feet.
If you withdraw, coward, you leave me
Well,
without a backstab. I got +4 to hit with my backstab.
Well,
And
does
double damage.
Aren't you? You're still flanked with Mulat on the diagonal.
I think you're still flanked with just
Then
Mulalot.
flee, coward!
I'm tactically withdrawing. I don't want to get smashed. All right.
Oh,
so
then
I can move about 5 feet. Or
Yeah, 5 feet.
Okay. All right. Without him attacking me.
I suppose that makes you one who marshals your bravery, not a lily-livered coward.
All right.
All right, I think that's everything. So I think we're on to the next round. So everybody declare your actions.
Got it. Boom.
Mula, like if you're blocking, that takes up your melee attacks. is the
Okay,
thing.
well then I definitely will not do that. This move.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm just gonna
All
ask.
right.
I don't see anything on that character sheet, like any special abilities or anything. I don't know. Is there something I should be aware of, or is this guy pretty?
I don't think there's anything. It's basically just big attacks.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
All right, so Kevin won initiative for the party, so you get to roll, and then Greg, you can roll for the Minotaur again.
Okay. So I'm
Yeah.
rolling first.
Oh,
Yeah.
before you roll, wait.
Yeah.
You have to declare what spell you're going to cast.
Have it in your head.
Okay. I'm just making
Uh,
sure that if you need
I
to
just-
know.
All right.
No, I trust
will
you to.
throw down
be
the
on
gauntlet.
I patiently wait for the
Oh,
old man to go.
oh
There we go.
no.
Yeah.
All
That's the thing,
right,
I gotta let him go first, then I win.
all right,
My
Minotaur.
brief but illustrious
your turn.
reign as initiative roller has come to
All
a
right. Does
cataclysmic
he
end.
does he have reach with this, or it doesn't matter?
No reach, I don't think. So you can hit Mulalak or Sigismund.
I'm gonna assume he's gonna keep pointing straight until something tells him to go otherwise. So
Yeah.
I will attack Mulalak,
Do I still have my block up, or is it?
and he's an attack rate of 3/2, so I guess I get 2 attacks this round.
To attack this round, your block is not going to be up unless you declare your block for the whole turn. For this turn.
No. Okay.
Oh,
-5.
yikes.
Yeah, but that was crappy damage.
Mm,
Oh,
Very crappy damage.
okay.
it's
Very crappy.
Yeah.
What's your AC?
my AC is 7.
Ugh.
So,
Goodbye.
well, that sucks. I don't even get to hit.
I'll roleplay that.
That was with a 7. You rolled a 7. How dare you? All right. Well, guess I'm
So
dead.
Mulalak, does that put you down to 0,
yeah.
or more than
Below
that?
0. Yeah.
Below
So
0.
I have a DR. So first I was at 5, and then -5. I'm at
-5. So you are bleeding out and dying right now.
Oops.
Okay.
Oh,
So melee for us now then?
Melee for you
Yeah.
guys now. So Sigismund.
I got +4 to hit on this one. Here it comes. Avenging my... Whoa! So
Oh,
that's
look at
a
that big damage.
0. Unfortunately, it only does 4 points of damage.
4
Just
points of
4, not
damage
2?
to the Minotaur.
Yeah.
Does he shrink?
Does Mulalak shrink?
Yeah.
No, I think he's still like, you know, the height of the ceiling, lying out on the ground, bleeding out and dying.
I need a really big bandage.
Do you want me to keep the damage on the ticker or just on the sheet so they don't know?
So they can't see the token bar, so you can keep it wherever. Yeah. All right, and then we have we are down. Okay, so now we're at missile, no missile. Now we're at magic.
Here we go.
Akek.
All right. He's gonna cast bless. So it gives everyone, all my allies within a 25 feet, a +1 to morale, saving throw versus fear, and attack, and they get a +1 to attack, which is great.
+1 to attack. Nice.
Yeah, that's the benefit. Okay.
I'm on
All
it.
right.
Okay.
Okay, and then move. Nora, you can move further. And Isaac, you can move also.
Alright, I'm just gonna move 1 down and 3 back.
So now let me click on.
Like
I
that?
can't actually change,
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Just 1 down,
Okay.
3 back.
Okay.
Yep. Got you down there. And Noir, are you going to move further back?
Yeah, I'm trying to, but I can't. Oh, there we go. Move.
Come on, clerics. Help brother out.
Wash is he's an illusionist. I'll say
Yep.
yeah, I think Noor's not on our team anymore. So
Yeah, I guess not. Unfortunate.
all right.
So I thought I was drinking wine, but apparently I'm drinking blood.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Okay.
All right. So we are on to. So that's the end of the first phase. On to the second phase. Isaac, you can do missile.
Yeah, I'll roll it right now.
Yep.
Go.
Go, sling, go. Please.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
2 more damage.
All right.
Okay.
All right, and then everybody who's on move can move.
And I'm staying where I am.
I'm gonna move forward with my
Yep.
shield up.
Yep. And Noir. Yep.
And when can I declare block next time?
Yeah, the start of next phase,
Okay.
or the start of next round
Okay.
for both phases. All right,
What
we're back.
does Mulalak do for stabilizing or anything? Is that a thing?
There's no stabilizing.
Awesome.
You just
Okay.
you take 1 more damage every round where you're not healed, unless somebody else stabilizes you.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Ready to declare actions?
Nice.
Yep. So let's declare actions.
Boom.
And what? Oh, okay. And block gives you an extra AC based on your strength.
It's 2 plus your strength modifier to hit.
Okay.
I think initiative passes to Ethereal now.
Mm-hmm.
I yell, "It's up to you!" Oh, that didn't work. I'm blocking if it for whatever
3.
reason.
Okay. Yes.
Nice.
Greg, I've never been so happy for your luck with dice.
I cry out to the big guy, to Sigismund. It's up to you now, old man.
When is it not?
What was one of your titles? The
I think that's 4 more damage.
well, we're flanking.
No, actually, it's 8
Yep.
damage.
8 damage. Oh, right, because you're backstabbing.
Heck yeah.
Nor, you need a second action. You only have move up there.
Oh, was it block? Is that the one?
Okay, 8 damage and he's still up, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
We may be in trouble here.
You
All
just
right, and then
see that.
I think it's just the Minotaur on melee. So, Greg, you want to do another attack?
Well, he felt that, so he turns around, looks down at this smelly old man, and unleashes hell.
See what you can do. You need to do better than that, beast.
God damn it.
Gods cannot help you now.
All right, Isaac with the missile.
Okay. Oh, that's not hidden.
That's not.
Technically, I think that's maybe hit me.
Me.
Yeah. So, wait, was it a roll of 1 to 3?
It was a 2, so make another roll, Isaac,
Okay.
and we'll see if you hit Akak.
I got it. There's no damage.
Thank God for my. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, so
traitors.
one of the sling bullets bounces off your back, Akak, and you think, wait a second, aren't we on the same side? And
Traitors
then
abound.
that is, so Nora, you can move again, and then that's going to be at the end of the phase. And I don't think there's anything else important happening second phase.
Right. I mean, I can't change my action. I can't change my action.
You can't change
can
from
minus-
block. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, you can. You can do -2.
Okay. Yeah, because I was expecting it to attack me, right? So.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you attack at -2 if you want to attack it when it turns its back on you?
Right.
Which will net a -1 because of flanking.
-1 because of flanking. Yep.
Okay. So I'll just roll it and then we'll subtract 1.
Yep.
There you go.
That's a miss.
Oh.
10.
6 damage too.
I know. With the mace.
All right. So I think that's the end of the round.
Yep.
So everybody declare.
Flesh wounds.
And unfortunately, I'm not attacking from behind any longer.
Okay.
My value as a warrior is decreased.
Should I be losing hit points
Yeah. Every round take a -1.
at the beginning of the round?
Wait, am I close enough to
Sure.
touch
Beginning of the round.
Mulak?
Now let's see. Ethereal is
Close.
still dominating the initiative.
Ethereal, close enough to do what to Mulak?
To heal him. To touch him
To
and
heal him. Yeah, you could touch him and heal him.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Not dominating nothing.
What's on
Yeah,
you,
man.
Ethereal? We got a 6. Oh.
Hey, it's better than what you people have been rolling.
And this time I get 2 attacks.
And this time you get 2 attacks.
No, you
Goodbye.
face the shadow of Susra, the ghost
He
of
brings his face
Gazur,
in real close to yours, and then he strikes.
the blade of Balthar,
Oh,
and
jeez.
the victim of the Minotaur.
Roll 1d6 for me, Greg.
Oh my God.
Roll 1.
Wait, who's rolling?
Alright.
Dude,
Ah,
6 points, maybe.
He's still up?
What was it?
a
A 2?
2, so it's 6 points
Plus
probably.
2,
6
yeah.
points. Yep, 6 points of damage.
He's up, right?
So Sigismund takes 6. Yeah,
Ah,
but he's still up.
I've had barmaids hit worse, beast.
Over
His
here,
face gets even
Abomination.
closer.
Fight me,
You smell the
Abomination.
rock.
Come
You
with
smell
your
rock
second
and-
strike.
But actually, maybe you don't smell it because you're old.
I'm quite old.
Oh.
God.
Where were those rolls for me?
What was that damage last time?
This.
All right, party melee.
Okay, I'm gonna strike.
Ah. Is a 6? Oh, that's a 5. I would hit.
Yeah.
Yep, would
And I
hit.
got a
2
4 for
more
me.
damage.
A 4 for me.
Yeah, so 11 damage to the Minotaur.
Yeah.
He's backstabbing, right?
Sigismund-
Unfortunately, he's facing me now.
No, the
Oh.
Minotaur's facing
Yeah, I
Sigismund
actually
now.
need to hit from behind.
Oh,
Right.
oh.
Like flanking.
Yeah.
It's still up.
It is still up. It's looking really raggedy. You can tell that it's not got a whole lot left in it. Isaac, missile.
It's yelling to fight me, fight me.
Here we go.
Does that even hit?
One more damage.
Nice.
Playing.
And then Noir, do you want to? Are you using Cure Light Wounds on
Yes, I
Mulalak?
am.
Yep.
Roll an 8. Hey!
Nice. Hell yeah.
7.
So I took that damage this turn, so I was at 7, now I'm at 0. Or
Yeah.
would I have not taken that damage yet?
Let's say you haven't taken the damage. You'll be
Hey,
at
I'm at
1, so
1.
you can pop back up.
Oh, come
I
on!
really think anyone that is my child.
Give me a chance!
Still prone. You got a chance.
He's still prone and he's still, shaken, and so it's not going to be easy. But next round he'll get to do stuff. Okay. Anybody have any other actions? Akek, do you have a second attack?
No, you don't specialize.
Okay. So I think that's the end of the round, unless there's any movement from Isaac.
And then it is now on Mulalak's
Moving.
narrow shoulders.
I'm moving forward 20 feet.
You've joined the melee. Seize the initiative.
Look at me to join a melee. Last time I did that, I nearly died.
Oh, gosh.
Goodbye, old man.
Oh, here it comes. I have full faith.
Oh,
To your blood. Right here.
My blood is equally full of alcohol. And Lotus. Sweet,
just-
sweet Lotus.
Okay.
Here we are.
All right. Mulalak, it's on you for initiative.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and you're
It
rolling up
is.
to 6.
So I have to roll a 6?
You have to roll a 6.
I got it. Just kidding.
Oh.
Hey, that wasn't me. That's roll 20. So
Come, beast. Give me your worst.
Fight me.
That is quite bad. Summon minus 3
Ah! He crushes down.
So falls the ghost of Kazul.
You're still alive. Not dead yet.
not quite dead yet. I think I'll go for a walk.
All right. Party melees.
Can I turn? Can I have him turn around now?
Oh god.
Yeah, you'll be facing these guys.
Okay.
now.
Okay.
You're facing me?
Yep.
So I have melee, but do I need to be in move to stand up, or how does that work?
So if you want to attack from prone, it's either I'm gonna say it's a -2 to your attack, or you can spend a move action to stand up and then attack on the next phase.
If I stand up, does he get an attack of opportunity?
No.
Okay, then I'll do that. I'll stand up and then attack next phase.
All right. Isaac is holding. Noir, what are you doing this round?
I'm just gonna move.
Heal
Okay.
me more.
Move. All right, then it is Mulalak's attack.
All right, come on, Mulalak, do it. Wait, 1 second. Sorry. Please.
Not enough.
Ah, such good damage too. All right.
All right. I think that is the end of the round, so everybody can do.
Isaac was gonna do. Magic.
Oh yeah, Isaac was going to do magic. Isaac,
I
what's your magic?
looked into this Minotaur's eye, speaking, moving his hand around, speaking Arch language as I looked at the right spell, and he cast Terrify.
Terrify. What does Terrify do?
It does. Hold on. My format is weird, so need to scroll. But no, wrong one. So he has to be in 10 feet of the target and look into the target's eye. The fear of the subject, a man, humanoid, or giant only, are exploited by this enchantment. Eye contact must be established, and a sorcery saving throw is allowed to resist the spell's effect. The saving throw is modified by willpower adjustment. If the subject fails his saving throw, he imagines the caster as something that is poignantly malefic in a personal way. This menace could be the monster of childhood nightmares or some other horror from the subject's past, something that compels a phobic reaction.
Yeah. Okay, so
that works on
sorcery. You are not technically undead, actually.
Yeah. So I figured
You just look like it because you're a sort of you're more like I guess a risen mummy would technically be undead, but if you imagine as sort of like desiccated, not quite corpse, but all of the moisture sucked out of it and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You're
so
technically
Jim
not.
Sees his old monastery, the abbot of his monastery, like beating him like mercilessly in his cell at some point.
Mm-hmm. So you get a saving throw against it.
Oh, or maybe I don't.
Maybe you don't. We'll see.
Hopefully you do.
So which one do I
Just
roll?
click the main one.
The main one?
Yeah.
Yes.
So G's unconscious or phobic fears are exploited, and he's going to cower in terror until he is attacked. What are you guys gonna do?
He's got to run away.
Yeah, he has to run away too.
Well, he's cornered. He's up against this back wall,
good point.
basically.
Oh,
Okay.
if he flees like that, do we get an attack? Oh, we would let him go. We get like an attack of opportunity, I guess, I think.
It'll break him out of the spell if you attack him, but I'll let you attack simultaneously if you want to get both attacks off at essentially simultaneous.
Sure, might as well.
Totally.
Do it. All right, so here's a mace.
Yes!
All right, come on, Great Hammer.
Nice.
And
Mula
I get
lack.
that 11. That 11 is times 1.5.
Yep.
Because I'm large.
So
whatever that
Mulak,
is.
how do you completely, basically destroy this mummified minotaur thing?
Good job, Isaac.
Bear in mind in your description that as it is killed, it turns back into the dead body of your companion G.
Sweet. Okay. That's awesome. All right. So he cowers in he runs into the corner, and so he's turned slightly away from us. And I take my great hammer and I swing it up over my head and right down through his skull. And as it hits the brain and is starting to go down in through his brain, he transforms. The horns disappear. He transforms into our friend, and I continue to drive the hammer all the way through his skull down into his neck, and it gets kind of stuck in the collarbone area. So I gotta
You realize, of course,
shake it out, and I go and I look at everybody else with the blood spattered on my face again. I got him.
From G's perspective, he was just beaten to death by his abbot.
Yes.
In that moment of silence, as you're all standing over his dead body, you start to wonder, was that the literal spelling of his name, or was his actual name a guy?
Oh my god.
Okay. Does anybody have any spells left to get Sigismund back up?
Yes,
Hold on. I have bandages if that could do instead.
So bandages will stop the bleeding. It'll stabilize him. But yeah, cure light
Actually,
wounds.
I'm only at -3, so I don't think I am bleeding out.
Oh no! So you'll
heal him
recover.
anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, you can heal him anyway and get him back to 1.
I say we did it, old man. We did it. Except it was our friend.
Nice. So if you spend a little bit of time, you can see there's basically this thing in the little that kind of secret door that G tapped on and became this minotaur creature. He back there's some more. There's just piles and piles of gold and jewels and all this stuff. There's more treasure than you could possibly take with you in one trip. So you fill up all your pockets, get it all together. I assume you're going to take the big altarpiece thing and head out.
Throw all the treasure into the
Yeah, throw it in there.
Yep.
Yeah. Throw all the treasure into the altarpiece as much as you can carry, and you're staggering under the weight of this immense amount of gold and gems and all that sort of stuff as you head off. And in seeing you guys heading off into the sunset towards the great cities of Yaramon, flush with treasure.
There is one thing that you can I add one post-credit thing here?
Of course.
As we fade back in, because we haven't moved G's corpse whatsoever from it, you can pan over to the right and you see on the wall, along with all those ancient carvings of the forgotten gods and whatnot too, we've added one more name.
Yep.
And it's Sigismund who's put his own name up. No.
It would have been if he died. I was in the washroom, I'm like, well, this is what I'm going to do. This is how his name's going to be remembered. But I didn't die, so...
Yeah. No, that's great. Yeah, one more name. G's name upon the tomb.
Yep.
Excellent.
Misspelled.
So, yeah, misspelled, of course.
Of course.
We call it Guy.
What was his name again? G.
I was intending it to be like
Joseph.
J. Island. Jai, yeah.
Jennifer.
I know, but
Okay.
I carve underneath.
All right.
Kamoth was here.
So Kevin, you want to take us out?
Yeah, so great. All right, well, first off, Arlen, thank you so much for running for this for us tonight. This was a lot of fucking fun, and I can't believe I didn't die. I sort of built this guy to die, too, so I don't know what to do next.
Well, yeah,
Try and kill him again.
We'll see. Kill him again. I wasn't sure how it was going to go because I knew that the Minotaur was vastly stronger than any one of you, but as is normal D&D things, it's action economy that ends up accounting, not the strength of the individual opponent. So,
characters in Ash also dish out a lot more damage than what you expect from other OSR games because it's AD&D based, so you have a lot more damage output than before too. So, anyway, go ahead, G.
Oh, I knew like I had to take somebody down every single round if he was going to survive.
Yeah.
Yep.
With my rolling,
I'm
that's
happy
not.
with that last spell I used.
Yeah.
Nice job.
I believe I've got a new title now too. Master of Minotaurs.
There you go.
My name will be known by all. So, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for this special excursion into the OSR for Arlen's ongoing War Dogs of Xoth campaign. As always, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. This is a little self-serving now, but if you want to tell the other players how awesome they did in their role-playing, or Arlen how great of a job as a DM he did, please feel free to leave a comment, and we'll be sure to get those messages to everyone else. If you want to tell me to shut the fuck up more, then by all means do that too. Stop chewing the scenery, Madison. Also, if you can reach Arlen on, I've got the link to his Twitter and his YouTube channel in the description of this video as well too. You can find him, Cows from Powis, on Twitter, and you can find Arlen active as well on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, which you can find a link to in the description of this video. In addition, in the link of the video, there is a link to something called Heroes Save Villages, which is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, which is a really terrific charity that is active in over 130 countries, that benefits over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. And in particularly in light of recent kind of geopolitical developments, it's a
going to be a very, very active and needed charity for kids living in really difficult circumstances. Any donations made through the Heroes Save Villages campaign go directly to help out SOS Children's Villages International, provide those services. None of it goes to the channel, none of it goes to a middleman, it all goes to help out those kids. Of course, we don't want you to feel obliged to do any donations, but if you are inclined to toss any coppers in our direction, then I'd encourage you to consider doing that. Last but not least, I suppose, first off, once again, Arlen, thank you so much for putting this together and running this for us tonight, and I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight, too.
Yeah, thanks to the players, as we normally end with.
Yep, thanks for running.
Thank you for running.
Thanks for running.
Thank you.
Perfect. So then, until next time, for those listening at home, thank you again for joining us, and until we see you again in the blasted deserts of Xoth, happy gaming.